morning. It is a cloudy Sunday morning and preparing for some rain, but I wanted to come out and work with the tractor for a bit. Yesterday, this is Tenor, by the way. Yesterday, my son and I took the battery out, learned how to remove the battery and charge it with the wall charger. And so we did that. It took about 12 hours for it to get to a full charge. And once it did that, I brought it out this morning. I figured I wouldn't wake him up for this part and reinstalled it. It was pretty easy to tell once we knew which was positive and which was negative, and I think you can see that there. And put this little bracket back on it to make sure that it's nice and snug and tight. So now my next move, after I wipe things off a little bit, is going to be to see what this is for. I'm assuming it is for oil, but I'm not quite sure. Everything is written in Japanese. And, oh no, that's oil. It says oil in English. So this must be something else. I'll have to figure out what that is. It must be radiator fluid. Oh, because that's a radiator right there. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I have to make sure the oils are filled and things are wiped down and things of that nature. When I first opened it up, there was a bunch of like chunked up cardboard and stuff like that in there that must have come from some sort of animal that made a home. This is the gas tank. Need to check and see what's happening with that. And I'm about to figure out how to make this thing go. Stay tuned. Once summertime hits, all of this, you see all of those little small plants on the ground? All of those are going to go whoosh and grow up 3, 4, 5 feet tall. It's going to be quite difficult to walk through. It'll be lovely because there will be a lot of blackberries and raspberries and things of that nature. But there will also be a lot of hiding places for snakes and rodents and things of that nature. And so since one of the things that we want to be able to do is to create a space where people can come out here and camp. I love this grove. We need to have the tractor ready to do something called bush hogs. I didn't know what a bush hog was before I got here, but I found out that it's this attachment that you put on the back of the tractor. And when you put this attachment on the back of the tractor, it basically allows you to drive over small trees like this. See that? And like this. It's a little bigger. And like this. And crunches them up so that they become a part of the forest floor. And when you do that, you can get the land cleared a lot faster, a lot easier than any other way that you would do it. And so that's one of our big projects. So I am at the next part of working on the tractor, which was fixing the ignition. The ignition was in just slightly wrong. We had taken it out in order to go take it to a locksmith to get a new key, which was not very productive. So if you have a tractor and you need a new key, just order one on Amazon because it's like $5 and it's a lot easier than trying to find a locksmith who can make one for you. And that's what we did. So anyway, this panel here that I'm holding in my hand belongs here, but I removed it so that I could take the ignition. I've re-screwed on this part for the ignition, but I had to remove that and the little plate right there. Can you see that well? The little plate behind it I had to remove, and they just screw off. And then you can take the ignition out and reset it. And when I say reset it, I mean sit it properly into the hole, which was the issue. It has a little flat part at the bottom. You have to make sure that that's in there correctly so that the keyhole points to off. And so I did that, and now I'm about to replace this here. When I turned the key, it said, "Rum, rum, rum," and that was exciting. So That is the next part. We're moving forward, and I'm so happy because I'm going to drive the tractor around. All right, that's my singing for today. This is some of that underbrush that I was talking about. They can get really thick, difficult, and dangerous to move through. So what I want to do is, because we're going to be having campsites out here, is to carve out little small areas of campsite where you can fit 2 or 3 tents and a campfire safely and neatly.